Hey folks, Redneck Vaper here for a hump day video. I got me a little bit of time this week, so I decided I'd throw a video up. So here's how it's gonna be. The last video that I put up talking about my big rocks first, maybe some of y'all didn't understand that, but here's a quick scenario on how that goes. If you take a bucket, and when I say your big rocks are your children, your spouse, your mom and dad, your family members, work. You know, it can be work, it can be extracurricular activities that you do for your kids. Those are all big rocks, okay? You got a bucket, and this bucket is the limit to what you can do, okay? And you got little rocks, right? You got, you know, putting up YouTube videos, possibly, you know, as far as whatever you put your priorities to. Hanging out at the bar or something like that. These could be little rocks for some people. Playing games on Facebook. You know, just examples of what little rocks could be as far as priorities go. Now, if you take, you know, all these little rocks and you throw them in a bucket along with the big rocks, if you put the big rocks in there first and then throw these little rocks in there, it'll all fit. But if you put the little rocks in first, you ain't gonna get all the big rocks in there. It just doesn't happen. Try it. I mean, just try it. Just, you know, when you got all your big rocks in the bucket first, and then you start doing, you know, next size down, next size down, next size down, etc., they all fall down in along with them big rocks, and it all works out perfectly. But you always got to do your big rocks first, because if you put them in small rocks first, you'll never get all your big rocks in there. But anywho, just figured I'd throw a quick you know, quick little explanation on that. I obviously got a hater out there, because within like 2 or 3 views of any video I put up here in the last, I don't know how many months, I get a thumbs down just right off the bat within like the first 2 or 3 views. So do you not have anything better to do? Is this one of your little rocks, or is this one of your big rocks? Whichever way it is, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care. Get the hell off my channel. I don't give a fuck what you do. You just gonna stick around freaking give me thumbs down? Fuck you. You ain't hurting my feelings one bit. Fuck you. Anywho, I'm a vaping on, you know, I've been keeping it pretty simple here lately for me. I mean, this right here is my Vapor Shark RDNA 40. Yeah, 40. That I've had for almost 2 years, and this thing has never let me down. If you can grab one of these up on the cheap, get one, man. Hell, get one. Almost 2 years I've run on this thing. I think in August I've had this thing 2 years, been using it every day as a grab and go, carry around with me. And this thing has not let me down yet. Got the Twonk Jelly, which is one of my favorite all-day vapes. I've done a review on that. And Kanger Sub-Tank, just a Kanger Sub-Tank Mini. Keeping it simple. That's what I like. But what's been going on this week? Okay, so we got all these that I'd said to patiently wait around and let them do this. All those advocacy groups and Tennessee Smoke-Free Association, along with other states' smoke-free associations and their vaping trade associations and stuff, finally filed that complaint to the U.S. Court, District of Court or something like I can't get my words together. Y'all know it. Brain fart. Brain fart. But anyway, they did it. It's out there. They found 8 counts of where the FDA has violated our constitutional rights with doing this. So it's on like Donkey Kong, and support them all. Support them all. Links will always be down yonder. And all my videos in the last month or two, 3 months, 4 months, all the way. I mean, all the way back. Links will be down yonder where you can support them. Always support the ones that are supporting us. Same thing with, like, with, you know, local businesses. I'll just go ahead and say it, local businesses. If your local businesses ain't supporting these companies that are supporting us, or these advocacy groups that are supporting us, maybe you need to say something to them. Walk up to them and go, what are you doing for advocacy? What are you doing for our rights to keep being able to use these products that you're selling? But, you know, it's just redneck saying this shit. And it's just some dumbass redneck from freaking Tennessee. I get it. Why can't everybody else get it? Why can't you? Mind blown. I sit back and I ponder this stuff all the time, people. I ponder how these people can keep going day by day running their business and not at least make a mention of what's going on to anybody. You're just gonna make that dollar until you gotta close the door? What? Just gonna make that dollar till you close the door? Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna move on to the next thing that's hot and cool and whatever, this and that? You know what? You're a freaking crook if you do that shit. Just a freaking crook. Anywho, like I say, my passion lies in, you know, helping other people get off of cigarettes. I mean, I've got an aunt that in this last week, she was a 3+ packs a day smoker, and I've got her vaping. She's been vaping for a week now and has not touched a cigarette. She's loving it. I've got her, you know, come by my house if you have to, if you have any problems or whatever, because that's just awesome. I mean, if anybody who smokes more than 3 packs a day can do this, anybody can do this. I don't want to hear any more excuses. Somebody who smokes 3+ packs a day can quit smoking using something like this right here that has a 95 to 99% chance, or 95 to 99% safer than smoking cigarettes. And our government doesn't get it. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna support the ones that are supporting us. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna write my letters. I'm gonna call my congressman. I'm gonna do all that stuff to get them educated, because we all know it. They just don't know it. They think they can just pass this thing real quick and nobody's gonna cause a stir, but we're causing a stir. Now they got to sit back and listen, but they can only listen to what you throw out there for them to listen to. They can only listen to what's said to them, what's written to them, what's called on the phone and told to them. They can only listen to those things. If you don't do any of those things, they got nothing to listen to. They just keep on going on with whatever daggum dumbass idea they got in their head. But anywho, I don't really have any, you know, anything super, what do you want to call it? Brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Brain fart, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart, brain fart. Thank you for sitting through this brain fart section here. Anyway, like I said, I don't have any, you know, like products or juices or anything I want to touch on this week. I'm going to try to find some room to throw these, you know, throw some small rocks in the bucket on top of my big rocks and keep y'all informed. I mean, the reason I really had to throw that one out that I did a couple days ago was because I kept getting these messages saying, why ain't you throwing up these more? Why don't you do this more? Why don't you? And I really felt like I was obligated to tell y'all why I haven't been. I've been really busy with my kid. I've been really busy with supporting what he wants to do as far as being a kid. I want to be a father, you know, that's there for him. I want to be present during these things, and sometimes that completely blocks out the whole video making thing, you know. So that's what'll happen. I'll throw these up as much as I can when I have time, but he comes first, and I hope you all can understand that. If you can't, maybe you ought to look back on your rocks and determine what size they all are. Other than that, I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, it's hump day. Here's a nut to fit you. But like always, folks, this is Redneck Vaper. Y'all keep on vaping. Y'all keep on fighting. Make sure you get them big rocks in there first. Then you can throw them little rocks in on top. Let them fall down in between the big rocks. But anywho, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.